right, good evening, everyone. I think we're live now. We are, Mr. G and his crew are working okay, yeah, it sounds like we got our feedback up and running. So welcome to tonight's game. Farmersville taking on the Leopards of Gainesville over here in Cook County at Leopards Stadium in Gainesville. This is Brian Brazel, graduate of Farmersville High School in 1994. And joined, as always, is Mike, the Mad Dog Anderson, the noted North Texas high school football expert.
Hello, hello.
Well, Mike, another little bit of a disappointing game last week.
Yes, sir.
Against Bridgeport.
Yes, sir.
Played really, really well that first half. And then that last 2 minutes.
Last 2 minutes of the first half, it took a nosedive, and then it stayed down from there.
Yeah, yep. And then it just, unfortunately, that momentum was strong and carried over into that second half. So Farmers are looking forward to playing tonight and kind of getting that put behind them. This is a Gainesville team we don't have a lot of stats or information on, but we do know that they did, win their first district game against Sanger last week, 17-14, or I guess it was the week before.
Yeah, week before, yeah, and lost to Aubrey. Lost to Aubrey last week.
That's right. So it was their second district game. It was Farmersville's first because of the way the bye week worked out. But so yeah, Gainesville comes into tonight 1-1. That win against Sanger was their only win of the season, but they have been playing some bigger teams. I did see they played Denton, earlier in the year. So so they've played some different schools, bigger schools than Farmersville has, but the loss to Denton was 62-0. So you don't really get a lot out of games like that as far as to prepare for a game like this against for Farmersville. So, but as far as what we can expect to see from the Farmers tonight, I think, they're going to have to clean up some of those penalties. There were 4 different illegal men downfield on pass plays last week, and some of them were really important. 2 of them were touchdowns, and the other 2 were first downs. And so just not only were there a lot of penalties, they were just at really bad times. So that's something that Farmer coaching staff spent some time on this week. I was working on that, talking to those linemen about knowing when to release.
We talked about that last week, especially with Coach Quinlan's focus on the offensive line. The fact that almost all of their penalties, there were a lot of them last week. A lot of those focused around the offensive line, so he was working them over this week. So I would expect some improvement there.
Yep, completely agree. And really, we've talked about kind of leaning on this Farmersville defense a lot this year. And once that dam kind of broke against Bridgeport, there were some big plays that they gave up. But the defense is going to be really important tonight. We've got a windy game out here. It's not going to be as easy to throw the ball as it has been. And so that defense is going to keep this game close for us so they don't force us into those throwing situations where you're playing from behind and having to put the ball in the air. And Blassingame, he's a fiery guy, and he was really fired up after that Bridgeport game. So I'm sure they had a lively week of practice to prepare for this game tonight.
I would expect so. Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got, like you said, there's a real strong wind, and it's picking up as we've been speaking here.
Yeah.
It's blowing left to right, as you see on your screen. It's blowing out of the north as this northern comes through, and it's cooling things off. But the wind is really picking up quite a bit, so that'll impact the kicking game and impact the passing game quite a bit.
Yeah, it'll definitely have an impact on the game. And talking to Mr. G, there is even a chance for rain. That the rain chances pick up as this game gets older, and so the elements tonight could have an impact on the game for sure. So
might have an impact on the call too. We're sitting up on top of the press box here at Leopards Stadium. We do have a little bit of a tent over us, but with this wind blowing, if the rain starts coming down, we may be getting wet.
I am ill prepared, I will say that for sure. So, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go over to the coaches show and bring you all this week's version of the coaches show. And then after that, we will be close to kickoff, and we'll bring you the festivities leading up to kickoff. So we will see y'all here in just a few minutes. Welcome to this week's edition of the Coaches Show, the football edition. Before I get started with Coach Quinlan, I think Jaron has a couple of questions for the cross-country coaches. So, Jaron, take it away.
How long have you been coaching cross-country?
I'm kind of new at this. This is just my 3rd year to coach cross-country.
Where's the next meet and what time?
So Monday We run the district meet. It's going to be in Kaufman. And our varsity girls run at 8 o'clock in the morning. The boys will run at 8:30. So that's the one they've been working toward. So Monday in Kaufman.
How is the team looking this year?
We like our guys. I mean, our girls, and we've got Coach Ho does this with me. We kind of share it, and it's been fun. We're not going to win state championship or anything, but our kids have all gotten better, and they're fun to be around. So we've had a good year.
Who do you think the fastest runner is? Because I feel my power chair can outrun them.
I've seen that. Yeah, I think maybe you could. I guess our boy that's been the fastest at every meet has been Eamon Logan, and then the girl that's pretty much run the fastest time at every meet is Aubrey Varner.
Thank you for sitting down with me today.
You're welcome.
Jaron, thank you for those questions, as always. Appreciate it. So, Coach, let's talk about last week's game. A little bit forgettable. You know, they say football games are a series of kind of momentum and just, streaks. Let's talk about what happened at the end of that second half into the first half rolling into the second half. So,
a few errors, a little lapse of concentration, and, we did some things that were out of character. We played really well leading up to the end of the first half and felt like we were in a good spot, and we made a couple of mistakes with the fumble down the goal line, and I think maybe that could have triggered some of it. But it was just lapse of concentration in some areas that we typically haven't had issues with, jumping off sides, missing a call from the sideline in the secondary that gives up that last score, and some of those issues that we've been really good about and ultimately bit us pretty hard.
Yeah. No, you're right. We haven't seen those penalty problems since the first game against Eustis. It's gotten better and better, and then really it's all about timing, right? It's that one bad penalty or that one bad call that they might have missed. So, but let's talk about some positives, though. So Harbin had a great game out there at receiver, athletic catches. What else did you see on film that kind of gets you excited about going to this Gainesville game?
We did a lot of good things, on both sides of the football. And you look at the second half, our defense only gave up one drive in the second half. It was the two other scores that happened. We shank a punt that ends up at the 9-yard line. We throw a pick that gives them the ball down the short end of the field. So defensively, we played really well the second half outside of one drive. And, that's definitely a highlight. And we played well early in the first half. So, you take away 4 or 5 minutes of that second quarter and it's a completely different ball game. And, Draylon, I thought, played really well. I mean, he stepped in when we had Caden go down at quarterback and goes and scores a touchdown there in the second half. And, he had, I think, 130-something yards of rushing or total offense. Can't remember what the magic number was, but he played well. And Jacob's running hard. I mean, there's a lot of positives. I think that we handled them pretty well up at the line of scrimmage also on both sides of the ball. It was the mistakes that were self-inflicted that really put us in a bind.
No, so let's talk about that a little bit. Going into Gainesville and kind of capitalizing on some of that success you have with Draylon and Jacob both. They're going to be important in any game plan you have, right?
Absolutely.
So how do we kind of incorporate them going into Gainesville, putting together that game plan? So all weekend long we built ways to make sure that we're getting the ball in those two guys' hands. Going into this week, and Gainesville is been a team that they're a lot like Bridgeport. They've had their ups and downs. I mean, they beat Sanger, who was a big win for them a couple weeks ago. We're expecting them to show up and play that same game plan that they played against Sanger. They were more of a spread offense than what they played against Aubrey. And, Aubrey's just a really good football team, and they ran into a buzzsaw last week. So they're going to come out hoping to get their second district win with us. And we're going to have to play well, and we're going to have to cut out those stupid mistakes. Yeah.
So,
well, let's talk about those lower levels. We do that every week. So the JV, how are they doing? How are they progressing? Have you seen some progress there as far as how they're getting better week to week?
Yeah, last week we ended up tying 30-30, I think, but same kind of deal. We had a lapse at the end of the game. We were up 26, I think 14 at one time, and let them come back in it, and and you know, had a little bit of a letdown there. But I mean, they didn't lose the game, so they held on to that and kept fighting. Those kids are playing really hard and showing up every day, working hard at practice, and I think that, you know, they're growing every week, and that's the important part. And when my goal is to build a program, not just to win a few games this year and to get in the playoffs. Ultimately, I'd love to do that, but the big picture is for us to build a program that Farmersville is going to be real excited about for many years to come.
No, you're exactly right. There's a big difference between having a good team and a good program, right? And everyone wants a good program. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in this week. We will see y'all on Friday night at 7:30 in Gainesville. If you can't make it out there, we hope that you join us on the FHS AV channel on YouTube, and go Farmers.
I scream, you scream. Located in the small town of Farmersville, Texas, Hibbett's Ice Cream is a real home run. This award-winning ice cream shop has a variety of amazing flavors, starting with the essential flavors and pioneering forwards with Hibbett's Originals, dairy-free flavors, and some ice creams that aren't for the kids. The best part? All ice cream, shakes, and cones are made by the owner and served by the always friendly Texas Sweetheart Girls. But as with any successful business, y'all can describe Hibbett's in one word. What would it be?
Delicious. And small town charm.
Hibbett's Ice Cream. We're only open 7 days a week.
Hey, welcome to 12 Stories.
Here at 12 Stories, we offer a variety of different types of flavored coffees in both hot and iced varieties. We also offer multiple types of tea. And fresh-made cream soda.
Setup for you to be able to relax and enjoy a good bite to eat and one-of-a-kind shopping. We're all travelers in this life from near and far, here and there and over yonder somewhere. Savor the journey. Our story at Over Yonder is a one-of-a-kind shopping and dining establishment with a menu inspired by the idea of simple and honest cooking. Over Yonder takes you on a culinary journey like no other restaurant has before.
All right, good evening, everybody. It is game time. Gainesville won the toss and elected to defer to the second half, so Farmersville will be receiving the ball. Gainesville did also select to defend the north end zone, have that wind at their back here to start the game.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be, all night long. Anyone going from left to right on your, from right to left on your screen is going to be going into the wind.
Yep.
So it's going to impact the passing game and certainly impact the kicking game to a degree as they get down into the red zone.
We'll ask for your patience as well. We don't have a copy of the Gainesville roster, so we'll do our best to identify those folks, those young men, as they get called out here at the game. Draylon Craddock, and I believe that's A.J. Blake.
A.J. Blake back to receive, yeah.
You guys can probably hear that band. They're right below us, so.
And again, we're up on top of the press box, so we're going to get all the noise tonight.
Yep.
Even the wind noise as it blows. Oh, a little bobbled.
Draylon. Ball bounces off of him. Couldn't find it. finally jumped on top of the ball on the 5-yard line, and that is where the Farmers are going to take over. So
yeah, that's tough delay right there, and good coverage by the Leopards coming down and able to get him down right there on the 5-yard line. That's a tough starting field position.
Yeah, that's not.
This game. No,
yeah,
not what they're looking for.
Yeah, definitely not what you'd hope for. So the Farmers will be taking over again from about their own 6 going into this north wind. Jacob Toll, leading rusher for the Farmers in the backfield with Caden Norman. 4 receivers. The referee going to have them, I think, reset the game clock here. So pistol formation for Norman as Traylon Craddock goes in motion. That's a give to Toll right up the middle. Toll's averaging 98 yards a game this year on the ground, so right at that 100-yard mark. He's also got 6 touchdowns on the year.
They shut him down after a couple right there. Pretty standard defense, looks like, by Gainesville.
Yep.
What they're coming out with, but they did a good job of controlling the line right there. Linebackers filled the gap and shut him down.
3 receivers on the far side for the Farmers. Fakes to Toll. Got some pressure on Norman, and he's going to be sacked. A lot of pressure came from the right side of that Leopard defensive line.
Yeah, it looked like he was waiting for something to develop. He just didn't have the time back there.
Yeah.
They were in the backfield with him and took him down pretty quick.
Got there quick, yeah. So luckily it was a short loss, only 2. So we'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Farmers. Looks like they're going to have 3 receivers to this near side as they get the play in from the sideline. Toll will be in the backfield behind Norman.
Showing blitz.
Yep.
Coming up
Leopards
the middle.
Showing a lot of, bringing a lot of pressure. Had to get rid of that one before Harbin was ready. And now the Farmers are going to be punting into the teeth of this wind.
From deep in their own territory. It's
a tough ask.
Tough start right there. Yeah, loss of 1 on that drive, and now they're going to be forced to punt into a pretty stiff wind. So Gainesville's looking at pretty good field position to start this game off if things go as expected here.
Got Kevin Oliver averaging 33 yards per punt this year for the Farmers. Does a good job of keeping that one low and out of the wind. It's number 6, whose name we don't have, attempted to pick that one up as it was rolling, but fortunately for him, he kicked it out of bounds. But you're right, Mike, they're going to get great field position starting inside of the Farmersville 30-yard line at about the 27, 28-yard line for their first possession of this first quarter.
It'll be right about the 27-yard line, wind at their back. Some good momentum right here.
Yeah.
Big stop for their defense. 28-yard line.
So number 6 is going to be their quarterback. We'll do our best to try to get his name for you. They start off in the 5-receiver set, empty backfield. Looks left, quick throw to the left side. Picked up there by their 2nd receiver, number 20, who's brought down by Cuddy Fisher after a gain of about 4.
Good pursuit by the defense out there.
Yeah.
He's still able to pick up a pretty nice gain on first down, bringing up 2nd and about 6, 7.
So Gainesville rushes to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they really want to play with some pace tonight. Quarterback keeper around the left side. He cuts it up the middle, eventually brought down by Caden O'Brien and Connor Kelly. About a yard short of the first down there.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 guys. Those 2 leading the Farmers in tackles this season.
Yeah.
O'Brien and Kelly doing a great job, and they continue to do it game after game.
Yeah, O'Brien's averaging 10 tackles a game. Having another really good year after last year. So 3rd and 1 here for the Leopards. They're going to have a back in the backfield this time. Now the quarterback's going to go under center. And looks like there's a little bit of a false start there by that right guard.
Going to help the Farmers there. It's going to back them up 5 and make it about 3rd and 6.
Yep, so false start against the Leopards. So that definitely changes the play call here. Now you're in 4-down territory with this wind behind you, and you're, close to the red zone. So I think if you're on that Leopard coaching staff, you're looking at 2 plays to try to pick up the 6 yards. So 3 receivers here to the near side. 1 back in the backfield. They're going to run a little speed option to the left side. Farmers do a good job there. That was Draylon Craddock that came in there initially and rerouted them into Pike, and then
Pike
Pearson.
it off, yeah.
Yeah, Pike is the second leading tackler on the team, averaging 7 per game. And it looks like Gainesville's going to actually attempt a 41-yard field goal here, which
with the wind is certainly a makeable kick. If we don't know a lot about these guys or what his leg is like, but this wind is giving you some yardage.
Yep. So Gainesville's going to run in one more of their protectors there. Oh, and they got another guy going in. And I don't understand why the play clock isn't going. The play clock should be running right now.
And the whole scoreboard, play clock, and everything just shut down.
Well, Farmersville, yeah. And the Farmersville coaching staff is asking the same thing. They're out on the field with their hands in the air going like, what are we doing? Why is that not going? And I think you're right, Mike. It might be a technical issue.
It is. The scoreboard and the play clock and everything have shut down, and they just did it again.
So now they're going to restart it, huh?
And come back up, yeah. So they just restarted their play clock.
The clock should be running right now because that was a running play. So let's see if it actually starts on the whistle, and it did not. So the game clock should be going. Good kick.
He got it up. Looked like he might have pulled it a little bit. He got it through.
Wow.
Yeah, good kick.
41-yard field goal there for the Leopards. Puts them on the board 3-0 with 8 minutes and 49 seconds to play here in this first quarter. So, hey, good job. We talked about that in the pregame, right, about this bend but don't break defense. And that was a good example of it there with the Farmers is get all the way down to 3rd and 1. They don't jump. The offensive guard moves early, makes it 3rd and 6, and they're able to
well, not just that, but you have to consider that the defense started with the ball on the 27-yard line.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they did a great job.
And so to hold them to a long field goal like that was a great job for the defense right there.
Did a great job. Again, we're going to need that. We talked about we need to keep this, we don't want to have to throw the ball tonight in this wind if we don't have to. So Draylon Craddock and A.J. Blake, again, back deep for the Farmers. Cuddy Fisher is the up man in front of those guys. Number 28 for Gainesville. Wish I knew his name so I could give him some props for a 41-yard field goal.
Nice kick.
That was a nice kick, yeah.
Let's see if I can find something online for you.
But he's going to be teeing it off here for the Leopards.
Number with 28.
Yep.
That would be Hector Lozano with the 41-yard field goal for the Leopards.
So Mr. Lozano is going to try a little trickery there. Oh goodness.
We're going to struggle with picking it up again. I think that's AJ that got it.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there between Cuddy Fisher and I think Cuddy felt like it was coming to him, but the wind kept pushing it over his head, and he ended up being uncatchable.
Yeah, I tell you, for a team that's really done a good job all year long on special teams, taking advantage of a lot of situations, and that's 2 kick returns that have been really bad right there.
Yeah, Coach Walker he'll get that fixed.
Yeah.
He's already talking to him right now on the sideline, and he's a really good special teams coach, and he's already thinking right now how he's going to be able to correct that.
Yeah, and it was not how it's played. It was a bobbled ball in the first one, and then a misread in the wind right there. It's just tough.
So Farmersville comes out in the Wildcat with Draylon Craddock taking the snap, and he goes around the right side and picks up about 35 yards, but there is a flag on the play. That's going to be holding against the Farmers. Man, we've talked about those penalties, and nice play there.
Those are killers.
Kind of catches the Leopards off guard. Draylon can definitely take snaps back there. He's had to do that in a couple of games this year. And so, that's going to be half the distance to the goal and redo first down. So you take away a 35-yard gain and get it out of your own, deep out of your own territory. And now the Farmers are going to have to start over. And they go with the same play again, but this time Gainesville is expecting it.
Yeah, so, that's essentially a 35-yard penalty right there. That's a killer when you break one like that.
So no gain there for the Farmers. It's going to make it 2nd and 15. Craddock is going to stay in at quarterback, and Norman, is going to actually go from slot over to corner or to quarterback, and then they're going to bounce out Harbin. So Farmersville just moving some guys around, trying to see how Gainesville's going to react. Something the coaching staff is they're keeping an eye on how they react to that, because that could be setting up a play for later.
Yeah, and they're showing pressure in the middle.
Yep.
And they come with it.
So, oh man.
And they're able to get home again.
Golly. So a fake to toll, a keeper by Norman, and they tackle him at the 1 yard line. Big loss there on second down, brings up 3rd and 20.
Yeah, they showed pressure up the middle, and they came with it. And
someone came through untouched.
Just not able to keep those guys out. And
well, that's a couple of times we've seen Gainesville bring in pressure already, and so there's something that they saw on film that they thought this was going to be their best way to attack this offense, and that does open them up for big plays later on. Though, if you can get past that pressure and either connect on a pass or have one of your running backs outrun somebody,
you certainly open up the short middle of the field with those linebackers attacking like they are.
So give to Toll there just to get out of their end zone. Gain of a couple gets it up to about the 3 yard line. So 4th and 18, and they're going to ask Mr. Kevin Oliver to go in there and punt another one out of that end zone into this win. Yeah.
Short snap out of the end zone into the wind. That's a tough ask.
It really is.
Yeah.
Good snap. Yeah.
It looked like they may have got a piece of it. And that ball was either he went off the side of his foot or they got a piece of it. It came off here to this sideline, but it went out of bounds at the 12 yard line. And that's
I almost feel like he overkicked it. I didn't see the contact, but
maybe.
I saw him really trying to kick it because, again, we're going into this wind, and he kicked the right side of that football, and it came straight left. And I understand the overkicking because, I mean, again, you're kicking into that wind, but yeah, that's a tough one. So
now you're down 3-0, and you're giving them the ball right there on the 12 yard line. Yeah, that's tough.
2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback looks left, got a lot of time. He's going to roll out to his left side. Got some pressure coming from Kelly. Oh, good job there by Harbin. Connor Kelly and Caden O'Brien put some pressure on the quarterback and forced that throw, but then a great job there by Colton Harbin and getting his hand in there and knocking that one down.
Yeah, that was a touchdown if he doesn't get his hand in there and make that play.
Yeah, it looked like that receiver kind of found a little soft spot in that zone back there. So a little satellite formation, as we call it. They've got some linemen that are split out wide with the receivers. And they're going to look left, fakes it. Caden O'Brien is running him down. He's going to get to him. He does.
Got him.
And the ball goes on the ground. And I think the Farmers, looks like the Farmers recovered it.
Yes,
huge play.
Yeah.
Huge play by Caden O'Brien. As Pike comes off the ground, he's got the ball as he gets up off the ground. But Caden O'Brien runs down that quarterback from behind, strip sack, fumble recovery for the Farmers, and they're going to have the best field position they've had to start.
It's not saying much. It's still at the 16-yard line coming out, but hey, that's better than what they've had.
That's a huge play there by Caden O'Brien.
That's 2 series in a row where the defense was stacked against.
Where they were at, we're already in field goal range. They've shown that, So Draylen goes in again at quarterback, takes the ball, goes straight to the right with the keeper. Looks like one of the coaches came out. There might have been Quinlan who was talking to one of his linemen. I think there might have been a missed block right there, because it looked like there was a little bit of room there for Draylen around that right side. So halfway through this first quarter, Farmersville's down 3-0 to the Leopards. Toll in the backfield behind Norman. It's going to be an end around to Colton Harbin. Colton gets up to about the 25-yard line.
Usually 3 series in, we're talking about getting across the 20 on that end of the field. But hey, now they've been in a tough position. They've been very deep every series. So they're out across their 20. They're in a position here with a decent 3rd down. They can make a play. I can't
figure out why they hadn't spotted the ball yet. I guess there's a flag somewhere.
I didn't see one.
So it's a personal foul.
Yeah, we sure did.
Oh, targeting against the Leopards there. So I don't know. I know in the college game that means that someone has to set up the rest of the game. I don't know if it's that way in high school or not. Regardless of
that's a tough call, because at least in the college and NFL ranks they can go back and replay. Right. They always take a look at it.
Yep.
High school, to get them that quick to put a kid out on the sidelines for one play.
Right.
That's pretty tough. I don't know that they do that.
I don't know if they did or not, but we do get the 15-yard mark off, so that definitely helps. Gets us a lot closer to the midfield here. So Draylen again taking the snap at quarterback. Straight keeper to the right side. Again, there's something they saw on film that they like there. Nice gain. Picks up about 8 yards on first down. He just got in right behind Toll there and just kind of used him as his lead back and just kind of cut off of him. So nice gain on first down. Oh, Draylen goes off the field, though. He's limping pretty badly. Looks like the training staff is going to go check on him right now. But, yeah, looks like he's in some pain over there. So Toll in the backfield with Norman. Gives to Toll. Nice little cut there by Toll. Yeah, he runs through.
Good break. Good break nice the tackle right there. I thought he was down right there about the yard marker, and he broke it for another 7-8 yards.
Really nice jump cut there. Yeah. And then, again, you don't arm tackle him, so he just busted through what looked like 2 different Leopard defenders.
Yeah, that was a great run.
Yeah.
Now they're moving, going high pace.
Yep. Another give to Toll. Nope. Keeper this time by Norman. Not able to get. Oh, yeah, he does get around that first defender, though, but he's nice gain of about 4 or 5. Yeah.
You're going to get about 4.
Yeah. So Cuddy Fisher's checked into the game for Draylen Craddock. Farmersville's going to send 3 receivers to the far side. Toll will stay in the backfield with Norman. 2nd and 6 here. Gives to Toll. Goes around that left side, and he's running hard again.
Oh, we got
here comes a flag, yep.
So we've got a hold on Farmersville.
What was going to be a first down run, a nice hard run by Jacob Toll, is going to be called back.
Yeah, it's tough. That's killed him last couple of games. That's really been a killer.
So that's 2 holding calls tonight that have negated big plays. One was a 35-yard run by Craddock, and that one was a first down run by Jacob Toll. So that's going to make it 2nd and about 14 or 15 from really close to the midfield stripe.
That's tough, and going this way where they're really having to run the ball into the wind, getting those long down and distances where you can't pick it up with a big pass. It really puts them in a bad spot.
So Norman on the little run pass option goes out to the far right side. That's caught by Cuddy Fisher. Nice job there by Cuddy. He gets the first down. Yeah, nice hard run there by Cuddy. Just kind of weaving his way through that defensive backfield of the Leopards. And on a 2nd and 15, the Farmers are able to convert and get a first down. And you're right, Mike. They're kind of going to that NASCAR package where they're running plays quickly. Another give to Toll up the middle. He drags the defender with him. Picks up about 5.
Yeah, they're having success. Gainesville is pulling some guys up in the box. They're not backed off, right, knowing that Farmersville is going to run the ball, but they're still having some success getting up in there.
Oh, ball goes on the ground. Oh, Norman's able to get it out to A.J. Blake. Let's see if that's – okay, they're going to call that an incompletion and not a lateral.
It was close. It was very close.
So it looks like Draylen Craddock is going to be checking back in.
That's good news for the Farmers.
Yeah, maybe it was a cramp or something he was dealing with. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6 here, and you got to assume Farmersville is going to be in 4-down territory as well. So Craddock will go back in at quarterback. Little wildcat look here. Oh, ball goes on the ground. Draylen picks it up. Oh, there could have been a face mask right there, but
I tell you, for all the great things that Craddock does, he does put the ball on the ground a little bit.
Yep.
And so that's one thing that he's really got to work on. I think that will make a big difference in his game, being able to hold on to the ball, whether he's at quarterback or you saw it earlier, fielding that ball deep on the kickoff. He certainly can make some huge plays for the Farmers. You just got to be able to hold on to the ball.
Yep. Yeah, that's tough when you go from 3rd and 6 to 4th and 11 into this wind. And obviously a huge play here for the Farmers want to try to continue this momentum, but more importantly what they'd really like to do, and they're going to call a timeout to talk about it, but really what you'd like to do is not put your defense back on the field with Gainesville having this wind to their back again. Yeah. You'd like to at least get to the end of this quarter and flip-flop this field a little bit. So with 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, Gainesville up 3-0, but Farmersville is driving after a strip sack by Caden O'Brien that was recovered by Pike. Farmersville converted on a 2nd and 15 earlier. They had a long run by Toll. That was a first down that was called back. So they have had some big plays on this drive. See what Coach Josh Howard decides to pull out of the old bag of tricks here.
You've seen him throw the ball a couple of times, but it's that RPO, put the ball out in the flat, where the wind isn't a factor on those plays. You may see something like that again, push the ball outside so that they can get the ball down the field.
We saw the one kind of an end around with Harbin earlier as well. So Norman's going to roll out straight right. He's looking in Harbin's direction. Goes that way, but looked like Harbin just kind of lost his footing when he was coming out of that cut. And
the ball may have been behind him just a little bit.
The timing was off a little, and Coach Quinlan is. Yeah, there might have been some contact too. I wasn't watching him through the whole route, but Coach Quinlan he was getting after a couple of those referees. As it is, it's a turnover on downs for the Farmers, so Gainesville's going to take over here with 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go in this first quarter from their own 33-yard line.
Got to lean on that defense again.
Yep. 2 backs in the backfield. Gives it to the first back through. No running room there at all.
At the line right there.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell who that was.
It looked like that was, Levi Smith in there. Yep. Had a little bit of help, it looked like, from some of those other Farmers. It's kind of hard to tell from this far up right where we're at, but nice game tackle there by the Farmers. Keeps them to no gain. Makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback going to do a little equipment adjustment there on his running back. Quarterback looks like trying to set up a screen across the middle. Just, a little bubble, little tunnel screen as they call that. And he just overthrows the guy, but Caden O'Brien was running with him step for step. So
I think we had good coverage there no matter what.
If he completes that, I think O'Brien takes him down. Yeah, he saw it developing.
That's got to be something that's been in their package this season, because the defense was certainly ready for that and made a good play on it.
So 3rd and 10 here for the Leopards. With 1 minute and 43 to go. Clock stopped here in this first quarter. 3 receivers here on the near side and a little bunch package. 1 running back in the backfield. Looks left, goes left. Has a running back out there in the flats, but good job there by A.J. Blake of coming up and knocking him out of bounds before he gets to the line to gain. So that's going to bring.
4th and about 4, I think. Oh, no,
see where they marked that. Yeah, 4th and 6 here.
6,
and so,
they spotted him out pretty quick. So it's going to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, so Gainesville, we're going to see. We're going to see their punt team for the first time tonight.
That's 3 great defensive possessions.
Yeah, really good job of that Farmersville defense. And again, we talked about at the very beginning of this game that we're going to really need them to step up tonight, and they've done it so far. The Farmersville offense is going to get the ball back here with. We hope there's going to be some good field position, but they're also going to have the wind here in just a minute and a half. Oh wow!
Oh, what
a roll!
They are going to get a horrible field position again.
Did you see that thing hit the ground and just take off?
And scoot, yes. So I think, what is this, their 3rd possession where they're down inside their 10-yard line?
That landed at like the 25-yard line. Got 23 yards of roll out of it. So, the 3rd possession that they're going to start.
Inside the 10.
Yeah.
It's going to be about the 3.5-yard line.
Now, my guess is we're going to see a little bit of toll and try to get this clock down so we can turn it around, get this field flipped, and get that wind to our back.
And at this point, you got to protect the ball, and you want to give yourself a little bit of cushion, get out of that end zone.
So we got Craddock and Toll both in the backfield with Norman. It's going to be a give to Toll around the left side. Jacob fights for a hard-earned half-yard there.
Yeah, at best.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.5. Getting close to being inside of a minute to go in this first quarter. 4 receivers across the field for the Farmers. Toll in the backfield with Norman. Another give to Toll up the middle. Spins off the first tackler.
He got a couple.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, makes it third and a much more manageable 7. Farmersville's going to have to run one more play from this side of the field. So about a 9-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. Oh, going to have a free play here as the Leopard defender jumped. And so as soon as Norman saw that, he took his shot with Pearson.
Yep.
Just overthrew it. So it's going to be a offsides against the Leopards. So it's going to go from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 2. Makes me think it might be toll time.
I was going to say a lot of different plays you can run from this down and distance.
Yep.
Third and a long 1.
Yep. So the Farmer, they're going to move Draylen back into quarterback and move Norman out to receiver. So straight keeper here for Draylen going around the left side looking for that first down. And he gets it based on the mark that I see.
He didn't get it by much, but I think he got it. It's going to be close.
Yeah, he just signaled first down, and that will be the last play of this first quarter. So we're going to flip-flop this field here now, and Farmersville will be going left to right on your screen, but they're going to have a really nice wind behind them as they do it. So,
well, he got that by inches. That was a good, tough run, hitting this edge out here. It was a straight run all the way, and he was able to get out and just get around that edge enough to get that first down.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what they're doing with the game clock. They finally run it out. Couldn't tell if it just got stuck again or what. But so at the end of the first quarter, officially now it is 3-0. The Leopards on top of Farmersville, but Farmersville is about to get the wind and a new set of downs after the first down run there by Draylen Craddock to end that first quarter. And again, let's talk about that defense, Mike. It looked really good tonight. Caden O'Brien with a strip sack that took away some really good field position from the Leopards and turned the ball. And got the ball back for that Farmersville offense. You've seen Colton O'Brien break up a touchdown. Colton Harbin break up a touchdown pass. Connor Kelly's kind of gumming up the middle like he always does. You see him chasing the quarterback or at least going around him. And, it's just been a couple of nice gang tackles swarming to the ball. That's something they've worked on.
Leopards have had the ball 3 times, and 2 times were down way deep into Farmersville territory.
All they got was
already in field goal range when they got the ball for 2 of those possessions.
Right.
And were only able to come out of it with 1 long 41-yard field goal.
Exactly.
So great job by the defense holding them out.
Completely agree. So Farmersville with a new set of downs, 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Draylen Craddock goes in motion. Hands to Toll up the middle. Toll gets it out to about the 18-yard line. Second and 6 play upcoming. Farmersville looks to the sideline to get the play call. Toll in the pistol formation behind Norman. It's going to be another give to Jacob.
Oh, yeah.
Met immediately in the hole right there.
He's free.
Yep.
I don't know if that's an assignment issue or just a missed block. It looked more like an assignment issue. They let that guy come free. He's just standing there waiting for him. That's a tough one.
Yeah, good job there by Jacob of not letting that become a negative play. Able to at least get back to that line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 6 here for the Farmers. 3 receivers to this near side. Pearson on the other side by himself. Oh, another gives to Toll, and so they try to everyone's expecting you to throw the ball 3rd and 6, and you're thinking, we're going to sneak it in there with Toll again, see if he can't break a tackle, but didn't trick that Leopard defense there, and nice tackle there by that linebacker.
I think they're going to still keep filling those gaps until Farmersville shows them they can do something different.
Yep.
Right.
Because they're bringing the heat.
Yep.
They're definitely bringing pressure. I don't know if I say every down, but more than they're not. So, looks like Norman is in to punt this time. he kicks a really nice spiral that bounces off of the Leopard defender at about the 50-yard line.
Good coverage down
yeah,
there.
Great coverage there for the Farmers. Looks like that was that Avery Gordon or A.J. Blake? I can't tell if it's 5 or 6. I think that's Avery Gordon, number 6 there. But nice punt there by Norman.
Yeah, not bad.
Come in there and kick a spiral like that. And first time we've seen him punt this year.
I think there's a benefit when you can do that. You leave your quarterback in there.
Exactly
if he has
right.
the ability to punt, you open up some different things that you can do on a fake punt scenario.
That's exactly right. So the Leopards are going to take over just this side of the 50-yard line. Runner goes in motion, a little bit of a jet, or a, what do you call that, a jet, what do they call that? A little jet screen, whatever, the little pass like
sweep.
that. So, jet sweep, there you go. Gain of 2.
Yep.
Nice tackle there by Caden O'Brien.
Good coverage, and Farmersville's doing the same thing Gainesville's doing, right? They haven't shown they can pass, and they're certainly not going to pass heavy into this wind.
Right.
So they've rolling guys up on the line, and they're bringing some pressure.
A lot of guys in that, in that box there for Farmersville.
And they brought the blitz last time, which paid off, and now just the standard package, and they're going to stop them for a gain of about 2 yards.
Uh-oh. So I know what happened right there. I saw it happen. Looks like a punch was thrown. That's going to be a flag against the Farmers, I'm afraid. Nice tackle there by Caden O'Brien, though, on the first back through. That was going to be a small delay, but a small gain, but after the 15-yard mark off here on the personal foul by the Farmers, it'll be a first down for the Leopards. But it looked like there's some pushing and shoving going on down there at the bottom of that pile. And so 1st and 10 for the Leopards. And it looks like a timeout here. So with 9 minutes and 18 seconds to play here in this first quarter, Farmersville still looking for their first points of the night as they're down 3-0 to the Leopards. Do want to say a couple of thank yous to some folks today for breakfast. It was hosted by the Trinity Baptist Church there in Farmersville. So we appreciate their help for supporting, for providing breakfast. I believe it was I saw it was the Doers that actually provided it, and then the church served it. And then for dinner, CP Roofing and Venetia's are providing dinner for the Farmers tonight, so we appreciate their support as well.
Very nice.
So the Leopards coming out of the timeout with 2 backs in the backfield.
That penalty, this is their most successful offensive drive yet. Let's see if the Farmers can shut them down here.
Nice job
nice play
there.
In the backfield. Is that
Jacob Toll?
Is that Toll?
Toll shot through there and dropped number 20 for a loss of about 5, but he got there quick.
Yes. Yep, he did. Yeah. Again, I think both teams acknowledge what's going on in this game. They recognize not only the wind, but what both teams are trying to do, what they typically do, and they are applying pressure.
Yep.
And I think you'll continue to see that. It's the team that can hold those guys off and make a play,
big play,
make a change, get the ball down the field in the air.
Yep.
It's going to be able to be successful.
So quarterback keeps it that time. Nice play there. That was Capetillo on the tackle.
Yeah, Capetillo makes that tackle. Good play there.
So it's going to be
he
3rd
had some
and
room
10.
if he doesn't make that tackle right there.
You're right. That was tackle in space, and those are really important. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Leopards. Definitely not going to be in field goal range when you're heading towards going into the teeth of that wind as they are now.
Not as deep as they are.
Yep. Runner goes in motion. Quarterback keeper around the right side. He decides to just throw it away.
Get rid of the ball.
Yeah, nice pressure there by Colton Harbin and Capetillo.
I suspect they'll go for it on 4th right here. Right, why not?
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't.
And Farmers have an opportunity to get the ball in pretty decent position right here if they can get a stop.
Yeah, you're at the 34-yard line. If you do kick it into the end zone, you lose 14 yards of field position. So, yeah, I think you go for it, and they are. So 4th and 10 play upcoming for the Leopards. Farmers got a couple of guys standing up on the edges, and here comes Jacob Tull.
On the outside, he gets away to the left.
Spins away from the one tackler and then completes it down to about the 14-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Leopards. Yeah, Jacob was right there, but he just didn't break down enough to be able to contain that quarterback and able to get outside of that tackle and makes a long completion on a 4th and 10.
Yep, good route, set down in his zone right there and got open. Good read by the quarterback, good throw catch into the wind. That's a tough play. You got to give him credit for making that play.
So 4 receivers for the Leopards. 1 back in the backfield. They're going to move the back to the other side. That goes in motion. Quarterback keeper around the left side as he's waiting on the play to develop, but takes a little bit too long, and he's met by 3 Farmer defenders. That was Pike and Caden O'Brien and Jacob Toll there. Caden met him at about the 14-yard line, and that's where the play stopped. So it'll bring up 2nd and 9 here for the Leopards. Getting close to 7 minutes to play here in this first half. 4 receivers for the Leopards. Back goes in motion. Gives to the back up the middle. And Caden O'Brien there again. Makes the tackle. No, that was Capetillo, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Capetillo again.
Yeah, Capetillo. I saw that 8. I assumed it was 28. Yeah. It was 58, yeah. Nice defensive series here for Mr. Capetillo. So 3rd and 7 for the Leopards.
Big play here.
Yeah.
Big play here because it's, even into this wind, I think he's got the leg to kick this field goal. They need to keep him as deep as they possibly can and make it tough as possible.
Completely agree. So 2 backs in the backfield. 1 to either side of the quarterback. He looks straight left. Had a guy going across the middle.
Hit as he throws,
yeah.
and good defense in the end zone again by Harbin, and is that
Cuddy Fisher, I believe.
Cuddy Fisher,
yeah.
Cuddy Fisher and Harbin both there defensively in the end zone.
And you'd mentioned the pressure. Draylen Craddock came in, had a really nice run at that quarterback, and they are going to attempt a field goal.
Be a 28-yard field goal here.
Into a pretty strong win.
Yeah. Certainly has the leg.
Looks like Gainesville's going to, that's the 2nd time they've had a hard time getting their field goal team on the field. This time they actually have to burn a timeout.
Last time they took advantage of the clock issues in the resetting of the play clock on their field goal team, getting the guys in, but now they have to take a timeout.
So with 6 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in this first half, Gainesville's looking to tack on another 3 to the board. Try to make it 6-0 against the Farmers.
Like we've talked about, another bend but don't break drive by the defense right
Absolutely.
there. They did give up some yards. Some of that was on penalty, a big 15-yard personal foul penalty that added to that, but they've been able to hold them out.
Nope, you're exactly right. A lot of it was on that penalty. And Capetillo had a really nice series there. Made some big tackles for the Farmers.
Forcing the kick again. Got the lefty kicking from the left hash.
Good snap. Holds down.
Ooh, I think he got it.
I think he got it too.
Good looking kick there.
That's in high school, that's a little bit of a weapon that, a lot of teams just can't do that. So, but there is a flag on the play. Personal foul, roughing the kicker against the Farmers. So do you take the points off the field? Take the points off the board, or do you? Let's see what they decide to do here.
Good question. They've had struggles moving the ball, and they've got points on the board.
I think you take your offense, you put your offense back on the field, because if you don't get it, then you can kick it again, presumably, right?
Sure.
And I think that's what they're going to do. I think I saw that quarterback putting his helmet back on. So, and I did see the pressure that Farmers, they were bringing it, but
looked like a potential block.
Yep. But if you run into a kicker, especially that plant leg, then they're going to call that. So the personal foul penalty against the Farmers. Again, another big penalty.
They haven't adjusted the markers over there, but we'll be looking at a first down.
Should be first and goal from pretty close to about the 6 or 7 yard line, I would think.
The referees are talking about where the ball needs to be spotted. They certainly haven't fixed it. They're still showing fourth down, and the markers over there they've got to fix. It's going to be first and goal from about the 5 yard line. Right between the,
hang on.
Oh.
So it was running into the kicker.
So it is going to be still going to be fourth down. Yeah.
It's 4th and 1. Let's see if the Gainesville coach
changes his mind. Offense is out there on the field.
Okay, so it's going to be 4th and 1 here, and
they did take points off the board.
they took the points off the board. See if Farmersville can come up with a huge stop right here on 4th and 1. Now the first thing you have to do,
a really big play right.
First thing you have to do though is not jump off sides, right? Oh, there.
Got him.
Oh.
You got it.
Man, Dante Pearson.
He had an excellent opportunity right there. Great pressure.
Quarterback just spins out of that tackle.
Yeah.
There's no one on the backside, and he's able to get in for the score, but there is a flag on the far side on the 10 yard line there. And let's see what that's going to be. By the way that the Gainesville players are reacting, personal foul against Gainesville. Wow. So now
you're going to bring your kicker back on for a longer one.
Right. Right. That's exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah, so that was a good play.
So you take a penalty. You take a field goal off the board. Then you take a touchdown off the board on a nice run by your quarterback, and it's still 3-0. Except now it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, they've got it marked as first down, but it's not first down. It's still 4th down and goal. No, it's not 4th and goal. They put the markers down. It's not first down, and it's not. What are we?
Yeah, I don't
think they have that marked correctly.
No, I don't either.
It should be 4th down and so they're on the 21. It should be 4th down and about 18.
Yeah,
they haven't. Yeah, there's the marker should be up, and that should be 4th down.
Are they saying that the personal foul was after the play?
Well, then it should be a touchdown.
I know, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if
it can't be after the play.
Yeah. So they're at the 22.
It can't be. It can't be first down.
Yeah, I can't be first down.
As I understand the rules, it cannot be first down.
That's why I thought it was after the play. It's like, why would it be first down then? Yeah. So, quarterback rolling out to the left. It's just a straight quarterback keeper, and he is able to work his way up to about the 21 yard line, but brought down there by a whole bunch of Farmers.
I'm gonna have to go get in the rule book. I don't get that one.
So it is.
Now it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
And they're calling it 2nd and goal. So they gave him a first down.
And then they applied it from the spot, I guess. But you can't give him a first down. It was a touchdown.
Right. Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
Doesn't make any sense. So they're going to call it 2nd and goal from the 21.
From the 16.
16. 3 receivers to the far side. 1 back in the backfield. Looks to the right. Got some more pressure from the Farmers.
Oh, he almost got it.
Kevin Oliver got his hands on the ball and almost pulled that in over his shoulder for the interception. But as it is, he knocks that one down. It's going to make it 3rd and goal here from the 16-yard line.
Yeah, great defensive play, but definitely had a good opportunity at an interception right there.
Nice pressure from the Farmers again as there are 2 defenders in the backfield forcing that throw. Gosh, it seems like we've been on this side of the field for about 10 minutes now. It just seems like it's just.
We spent the first quarter on the other end of the field.
I know.
We need to make a change there, don't we?
We do. Take advantage of having that win. So 3rd and goal here. Quarterback looks to the left, goes right across the middle, and he's got a receiver wide open. Double move there as he faked the screen, and the defender
held him up just enough to open up that seam route right there. Got it to him right in the end zone.
So on 3rd and goal from the 16-yard line, the Leopards are able to put a touchdown on the board, extend their lead to 9-0. 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter, and their kicker on to attempt the point after. Yeah, that's a tough one because 3rd and 16 or 3rd and goal from the 16, you like your chances, but
yeah, especially when you don't understand. For me, when I don't understand what happened on that, after that penalty.
Oh, high snap, gets it down, and
still able to do it.
Still gets it.
Good adjustment by the holder there to get the ball down, and kicker was able to keep focus and put the foot on the ball. Yeah, that's a pretty good weapon for the Leopards, that kicking game.
Yeah, I've got some text messages coming in about the officiating there, and everyone's kind of at a loss for words of understanding what happened.
I was hoping someone would tell us, would give us a clue.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
We're getting the opposite of that. So, so with 5 minutes and 14 seconds to go, Farmersville is going to get the ball and have the wind to their back, and they really have got to put some points on the board before the end of this first half. See what this kicker can do into that win.
Yeah, well, the good news is they shouldn't be kicking the ball down inside the 10. We should be
right.
We shouldn't be inside the 10.
Gosh, we hope
this time.
We sure hope.
Yeah, was a struggle in that first quarter, on the kick returns, being able to field the ball and get the ball in good position. But now's an opportunity for them with this win to get the ball and get it upfield and get the ball around the 30, 35-yard line at least. Get an opportunity to get the ball down the field. You got plenty of time to put a good drive together and go score before halftime.
Blake and Craddock back deep for the Farmers. Cuddy Fisher, the man, standing on about the 20-yard line. And that wind's really picking up right here prior to this kick. See if the Leopards try to go with something a little bit sneaky, and they kind of do.
Little pooch.
Uh-oh. Boy.
Go out of bounds. They're going to be a flag.
Goes out of bounds at about the 28, but, man, that's a live ball.
I know, that's close. They were not that far away from being able to have a shot at making a play right there.
No, they put that in a perfect spot right over the shoulder of Jacob Toll, who's having a hard time finding it in that wind, but luckily it goes out of bounds, so should be a 5-yard mark off.
Procedure penalty, get some extra yards right here and kind of right where you want to be.
Yeah.
Certainly their best starting field position off a kickoff today.
So get it at their own 34-yard line. Yeah, you're right, definitely. So 4 receivers for the Farmers with Toll in the backfield with Norman. Craddock goes in motion. Ball bounces back, but Norman does a good job of getting that off the ground.
Going to get 2.
Yeah, picks up 2 yards there, but again, good job of just picking that low snap up, not letting that hurt you. Offense having a hard time kind of finding its rhythm tonight. Of course, there's been some holding penalties that have negated some really big plays for the Farmers. Ball bounces back, but Norman does a good job of getting that off the ground. Norman takes a snap. Oh, gives the Toll. Ball is on the ground, and it is recovered by the Leopards. Couldn't tell if he was trying to pull that one after he had put it into Toll's belly, because that's a read play most of the time, and so you have to kind of keep soft hands on the ball in case you're letting go. Yeah, that one just popped right out of there. Leopard defender was there at the right time. Easy recovery for him. So Leopards are going to get great field position again. Farmers are just not able to take advantage of having that wind at any point during this first half. So the quarterback fakes it. He's looking deep. He goes deep. 3 Farmersville defenders back there. That's intercepted by Cuddy Fisher. He's got someone coming up from behind him. There is a flag, though, on the play here.
Yeah, and it's in the position where it could be something.
It's an illegal man.
Illegal man downfield. Hey, we're familiar with that call.
Hang on. Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll decline that and take the interception.
I thought he said there were two flags, but yeah, there's that one.
Yep.
And then, that was it. Okay. Because he did his arms like this, too.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, good. Great job there. So he really forced that one in. There were 3 Farmersville defenders back there, and Cuddy Fisher able to go back there, wait on that ball to come down,
I'm really surprised to see them being so aggressive trying to throw the ball now that
Into
they're
that
throwing
wind.
into the
Just-
wind.
yeah,
especially
just
given
hung up.
their
Yep.
ability they have with their kicker.
Yep.
That sort of thing. You would think they would play that a little bit different, but hey, we'll take it.
So
and maybe we take a shot right here.
So did we get the ball all the way back out to the 30? I don't remember us getting that far back. But Draylen Craddock goes around the right side, and he's got a lot of room. Oh, that could be a late flag there
A
too.
little late.
But nice run there by Draylen Craddock.
Great run.
Yeah. Gets all the way down to about the 37-yard line of the Leopards. So
Plenty of time. They can throw, they can
Yeah.
run, and do whatever they want to do right here.
Norman's going to hurry up his offense, try to get those guys lined up. They want to get another play ran while the Leopards are still kind of reeling after that one. So going to give to Jacob Tola, goes around the right side, and he's got some room as well. Tola gets down to the 20-yard line, so 17-yard gain there on first down for the Farmers.
Big yards on 2 plays, and they're putting throttle down.
That's how you take advantage of a turnover right there.
Looks like
Yeah.
Gainesville's going to call a timeout.
Yep.
Hey, they need a break.
So Farmersville saw something there, whether it was someone they were having a hard time catching their breath or they couldn't get the right people on the field, but they were really trying to speed up the pace here, and Gainesville's going to go ahead and call a timeout. But 2 nice plays there for the Farmers. We'd seen them really trying to run that, that first quarter with Draylen taking that direct snap and kind of just going, not even making a read, just going straight to the right side of that offensive line and able to pop that one open. And then follow that up with a 17-yard run by Toll. And, yeah, the Leopards are going to call timeout here. And so, you talk about the kicking game for Gainesville, and they've made 2 field goals, even though one of them was taken off the board. Madrid has not missed an extra point for Farmersville.
17 of 17.
And you've got this
Pretty
win
impressive.
behind you. You've got some options with him as well.
Yep, we've been very, very consistent on extra points this season.
Oh, nice read there by Norman, who didn't give it to Toll because Toll was hit as soon as the
He didn't have much better
Yeah.
opportunity, but certainly
Yeah.
with that pressure coming in the backfield.
as soon as he went to hand the ball to Toll, he was met by one of the Leopard defenders. So a nice pull there from Norman saves it from what was going to be a negative play. Makes it 2nd and 10. Getting close to the 3.5-minute mark to go here in this first half.
Well, I'm chomping at the bit for a play action pass. I want to see it. Howard's got one in there, doesn't he?
Blake goes in motion, fakes to him. Norman keeps around the left side, squirts
Nice
through a nice
run.
little hole there, and gets down inside of the 10. Nice little run there by Norman. Cuts through 2 of those Leopard defenders and squirts down inside of the 10-yard line where Farmersville's going to have a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, going at it quick.
Yep. Going to be a give to Toll. Toll looking for some room around that right side. Dives down inside of the 5-yard line there. So 3 minutes to play here in this first half, and Farmersville's finally cooking with a little grease.
They're looking good, and they're pressing it.
Another give to Toll up the middle. Oh no, he kept it. I think that was the wrong read because Toll was.
Yeah, I'm not sure he had a lot of choice. He
Yeah.
he took that one off his shoe tops.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the snap.
Yeah, snap was down at his feet. So I'm
Gotcha.
not sure if he had an opportunity to give it.
Gotcha. So it's going to be 3rd and goal for the Farmers from the 10-yard line. Again, not sure if they're in 4-down territory or not because you do have Madrid as kicker. So they're going to run a little pick. Oh, running a little pick play there with Harbin and Draylen. I saw that one developing. But it looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field right here, 4th and 10, or 4th and goal from the 10.
Yeah, their passing game is just, the timing has looked off all
Yeah.
night long.
Yeah.
No, every pass play has just been
Yep.
a little bit behind. The guy's not breaking where he expects him to. Just looked off all
Yep.
night.
So 3 receivers to the left for the Farmers. Looks like they might have just been trying to get the Leopards to jump off sides. Let's see if they actually run a play here. Yep. So Norman rolls out to his left, throws it into the end zone, and that's going to be picked off by the Leopards. They're going to return it out to about the 22, 23-yard line. So as opposed to
that didn't look right.
no, I mean it looked like 2 routes kind of ran
Yeah.
into each other because
Yeah.
you had a lot of people in a small amount of area. And again, the decision not to give Madrid an opportunity there. Farmersville comes up empty and stays down 10-0.
2-12. Their defense has been doing great. You'd like to think they've got a great opportunity to get a stop right here before halftime, but it's still plenty of time to give the Leopards a shot at it.
Leopards with 4 receivers. Look left. Quick little screen out to number 20. Able to get around the first Farmer defender. Eventually brought down by, I think that was Caden O'Brien, who was covering some ground up there. Yeah. Nice job there by O'Brien, covering sideline to sideline. Brings down that receiver after a gain of about 9.
Yeah, he's close to a first down. Going to be about a yard short.
So Gainesville's going to, looks like they ran up like they were going to call a play. I don't know if they were going to try to melt this clock away or not. They're going to be a little bit aggressive, it looks like, here as they get in close to the end of this first half. Quarterback hands off to the only back in the backfield who gets the first down. New set of downs for Gainesville. 1st and 10 from their own 35 as they continue to hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, snap gets away from the quarterback. Got some, that is a big duck. And, Kevin Oliver.
Oliver had a beat on it. Looked like he had a shot.
That one came out all kinds of sideways, and then the wind holds it up. And, Oliver, they all kind of got to the ball at the same time, and he wasn't able to pull that one in. But nice pressure there by that Farmersville defensive line as well. Forced that throw. So 2nd and 10 here for the Leopards. Again, continue to look pretty aggressive here. Looking for a turnover if you're Farmersville, or get this ball back. And he's got a receiver wide open. Number 20, golly. Wide open. And that's going to get to the Farmersville side of the 50, down to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, he gets out of bounds, stop the clock.
That's a nice throw there, too. Yeah. He made a really nice throw.
Wide open.
Across the field there, yeah. So rolls out to the left side. He's got a guy right there. Yep. Oh, what a catch. Fantastic catch by number 8 there.
Yeah, I saw Cuddy Fisher set in that zone right there, and he dropped back behind him.
But there is a holding penalty against the Leopards. And it doesn't surprise me with as much pressure as we put on that quarterback tonight. There's going to be some holds.
Penalties have killed both teams. It cost them both pretty good, and that was a big play right there. Great catch.
Oh, that was
by the wideout. He just got right back behind Cuddy Fisher in that zone, and the quarterback was able to get it over his head, over Cuddy's head. Just makes a great diving catch, but comes back on a holding call.
So 3 receivers to the far side for the Leopards. Quarterback was not expecting that.
Pressure coming.
Yep.
And he's going to be down.
Yeah, he does the smart.
Way back at the 15. It's smart, but
that's the smart thing. Let's see if Farmersville takes their timeouts here.
They might, because Gainesville's certainly not going to.
Well, do we only have one left, or do we? It says there's only one on the board, but I thought we had 2.
I would expect they would take it.
If we had 2, I think you do. Obviously, because you try to force a 4th down, right? But it says there's only 1 up there. So if that's the case, I understand why you don't.
Yeah, you're not really going to be able to stop it anyway.
Yeah, you can't force them to punt into that. But so it's 2nd and 48. That's not a down and distance that you see a lot. So Gainesville's going to let this clock run down. Then they're going to take their timeout with 1 second to go on the play clock. So with 18 and a half seconds to play here in this first half, Gainesville's jumped out to a 10-0 lead, and it's been the way they scored that touchdown was kind of an eventful series there. They kicked the field goal and took it off, and then some sort of an official decision that we don't understand where it goes
with the penalty
to 1st and goal from the 25 or whatever it was, and I don't know. Anyway,
went from a 4th and 1 to a 1st and goal from the 21. I don't get it.
It didn't make sense. So the ref is going to get both teams back out here to finish out this first half as they break the huddles from the timeout.
I suspect we'll see a pretty conservative handoff up the middle and be done.
Yeah.
But you never know.
You never know. It is high school football. So 4 receivers and 1 back in the backfield for Gainesville. Little quarterback keeper right up the middle. Had a little bit of room, but decided to just kind of take a knee there at about the 24-yard line, and that will run out the...
That'll be the first half.
Yeah, run out the clock here in this first half. So, Mike, we had talked about it, before the game about this defense, this Farmersville defense, and really leaning on them tonight, and they are the reason that we're still in the game at 10-0 because the offense has had a really hard time getting any kind of momentum or rhythm going.
Yeah, you can't knock the defense for those 10 points, given where they've had the ball starting out. Gainesville started deep in Farmersville territory a number of times.
Yep.
And really put a lot of pressure on the defense, and they've come up big. Just those 2 drives. They got the 1 long field goal, and then after that crazy series, down here in the north end zone where they ended up getting that touchdown. And the defense has done a great job.
Well, let's see what that Farmersville coaching staff is able to put together here at halftime. So we're going to be bringing you guys the festivities here at halftime, and in about 28 minutes or so, we'll bring you all the kickoff to get the second half rolling. So we'll see you in a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime enjoyment, Farmersville ISD is proud to present the pride and thrill of the Ville, the Farmersville High School Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Scott Cross, Bradley Arledge, Clint Cox, Jessica Carter, Kyla Cross, and Stacy Hack. Drum majors for the band are McKenna Rice and Bryson Williams. Color guard captain is James Carden. Squad members of the week are Cecily Sandoval and Eamon Odom. And now, the Thrill of the Ville presents their 2022 show, Pressure.
Also confirming that, oh, let me double check your monitor.
Here, how are y'all doing? I'm gonna hang out with y'all.
The Farmersville Band would like to thank the following sponsors for their support throughout the season. Sonic of Farmersville, Roundup Cowboy Church, McKinney Eye Works, Farmersville First United Methodist Church, Farmersville Fire Department, KD Cattle Company, Iglesia Bautista Emmanuel de Farmersville, Ralph's AC Shop, Lone Star Best Painting and Remodeling, Titanium Diesel Automotive, Hargrave and Hargrave Foundation Repair, Pony Express, and J&S Automotive. The band would also like to give a special thank you to Adam and Phyllis Tanner for providing the band's pregame meal earlier tonight. The band's next performance will be tomorrow in Aubrey at the Aubrey Marching Classic. Until then, we say thank you and go Farmers!
Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your Gainesville Red Coat Marching Band.
All right, good evening, everyone. It's a pretty long halftime show tonight. Of course, Farmersville is getting ready for the their next competition tomorrow in Aubrey. So they did have their full performance, and then Gainesville had theirs as well. So
I think we won the halftime show
I think we won it again. Stay undefeated at halftime. You see the Farmersville kickoff team is ready to roll. They were kind of standing there waiting for the last couple of minutes of that performance. I think they're ready to get out there and get back to work. I'm sure that there was some serious coaching going on at halftime in there on both sides of the ball, and
I would expect so.
Those boys are ready to get back in there and get after it. So,
yeah, we're going to have the same scenario as last half. Farmersville this time is going to be kicking off. They're going to be kicking to the north into the wind, so they're going to play the third quarter going against the wind, and then have the wind at their back in that second or in the fourth quarter.
And that is okay with me. That's that's when you want it. But we got to do a better job of taking advantage of it.
Yeah, well, I think more than anything, it hurt Gainesville because it impacted their kicking game a little bit, but they were still able to be successful, and they threw the ball against it. But we'll see what we can do this half.
So Jackson Madrid dribbles one to the middle of the kickoff return team for Gainesville. Returner looking for a little bit of room around this left side. Eventually brought down by Dante Pearson, pushed out of bounds. Kevin Oliver, the initial tackler there, but nice return for the Leopards. Gets the ball up to close to the 40-yard line, but there is a flag here on the near side. That looks like it's in the area of offsides. Might have had somebody cross the
right at the
line before the
right at
kick
the line
was
of
off.
scrimmage of the kick.
Yeah, so they did mark off 5 yards. Looks like the ref was a little bit confused because he hasn't made the call yet, but he saw the back judge resetting the ball. So now he's going to call it. It is offsides against the Farmers. So that 5-yard mark off will move the ball up to the 44-yard line for Gainesville, where they'll take over their first possession of this second half. Quarterback, quick little screen out to the side to his receiver there. Nice job there by Avery Gordon of fighting off of that block and being able to push that receiver out after a gain of about 4 yards. So bring up 2nd and 6 here for the Leopards.
I apologize for the wind noise. I think the wind is picked up.
Yeah, it's
up here on the top of the press box. You may hear that.
It's
on our mics.
definitely gotten cooler. It's almost cold here. Wow, that was a really interesting looking play there because the quarterback held the ball out, waiting on the running back to come by, who never did. And Pike and O'Brien went in there and just cleaned that up and threw him to the ground for a loss of 3. So that will bring up 3rd and 9 here for the Leopards.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a misread or a miscommunication of some sort there.
Yeah.
He was waiting for something to happen that wasn't happening.
Yeah, he was waiting on the back to come by, and the back never did. So 3rd and long here for the Leopards. 4 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback, set up a really nice timed screen. Caden O'Brien able to bring him down from behind, but not before he is able to get the first down there. So
yeah, Farmers, good pressure. They let him go, setting up that screen, but Farmersville was really close to making a play right there. They timed it just right.
That's the second time they've tried to run that play. Remember, the first time in the first half they overthrew it, but yeah, that time they were able to execute, pick up the first down on 3rd and 9. So new set of downs for the Leopards from the Farmersville 41-yard line. Farmers are showing a little bit of pressure. O'Brien comes up the middle. Running back able to get around him. Gets into that Farmersville secondary where Kevin Oliver eventually brings him down, but not before he's able to gain about 12 yards there on first down. So
couple of big plays right there.
Yeah.
We didn't see that a lot in the first half.
Yep.
So, looking for Farmersville defense to step up and shut down those running lanes. They're going to have to continue to play the kind of defense they played in the first half to give the Farmers a shot.
I agree.
To stay in this game.
1st and 10 for the Leopards from the Farmersville 28-yard line.
Pressure
Again,
in the middle.
Nice job. Oh, good read by the quarterback, though. Quarterback pulled it out. That was Levi Smith who came in and tackled the running back. Quarterback pulled it out, able to gain about 4 or 5 yards, but the running back looks like he's injured. Smith did come in with the low tackle as he went under the blocker there. And
he came in, a great play,
yeah.
And good read by the quarterback, but the running back went down. He's still down, rolled over. Hopefully he's all right, but just took a hit in the lower part of the body.
Yeah. So they will tend to him. I want to say thanks to Barbara and Donnie Mason for joining us again tonight. They are some of our more loyal fans, and say hi to their family down in Austin. Mindy and Barry and them. Appreciate them joining us as well. And then Farmersville's newest volunteer fireman, Mr. Jason Cassida, reached out. Want to know if we'd give the Farmersville Volunteer Fire Department a shout out. So I want to say hi to those guys and tell them thanks for what they do for us as well.
No doubt. Thanks, guys.
So we're going to bring up 2nd and 6 here from just inside of the Farmersville 25-yard line. Farmersville showing a little pressure. A little sugar blitz here. Nice job there. Is that Capetillo again?
I believe so. See if it's 58 coming up.
It sure is. Yeah, that's a heck of a tackle right there. Not only do you meet someone in the hole, but then you drive them backwards.
Great play.
Nice job there by Mr. Capetillo.
Having himself a night.
Yeah, he is. So that'll make it 3rd and 9 again for the second time of this possession.
Last time they ran that screen play successfully. Let's see what they can do.
Two backs in the backfield. 3 receivers spread across. Farmers will bring in a little bit of pressure again. And that one was bounced into the intended receiver. So we'll bring up 4th and 6. And the wind's not blowing hard enough, I think, where you're going to kick a 50-yarder with the young man. But
that'd be tough. That would, it would be a 45-yarder from where they are.
And he made that 41-yarder, but no, they were going to go for it here on 4th and 9. So, and it could be one of those where they're just going to see if they can maybe get Farmersville to jump a little bit, get 5 more yards, but
and then kick one.
But no, they're running their receivers out. So I bet see what they do here on 4th and 9. 2 backs in the backfield. A little bit of a
got an opportunity there.
Keeper there, and he was able to take it in. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 2-yard line, but it's a little bit of that little play fake there just kind of got some of the Farmersville defenders to squat, and when they did, he was able to find a seam and took off and outran some of those guys and gets down inside of the 5-yard line where it's going to be 1st and goal.
Yeah, that's tough. He's definitely the type of quarterback that needs a shadow.
Yep.
Because he can, a play that breaks down or a design play to run, he certainly can take advantage of a little bit of gap in the defense. And you saw it there. He's looking to get the first down, ends up taking it almost to the end zone.
1st and goal for the Leopards inside of the 5. Gives to the running back who's able to power his way in. So with just under 9 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter, the Gainesville Leopards put another touchdown on the board.
That's tough. You got to give them credit. Farmersville held them to a couple of 3rd and longs, and they were able to come up big on both plays, making first downs, and especially that last one, able to take it all the way down almost into the end zone.
Kicker puts it through for the extra point. So Gainesville extends their lead to 17-0. And Mike, we talked about this in the first half, and I think it's just basic football now. It's like that offense has got to get going to keep this game, to keep within catch-up distance. You're 3 scores down right now, and offense has got to put something on the board and take some of the pressure off of this defense. And it's tough to do that again when you're going into the wind. Of course, we hadn't thrown the ball real effectively, no matter which side of the field we were on, and so we're going to have to find something there that works, and maybe put the ball in somebody else's hands, try some different plays. But
yeah, I think it's going to get tougher and tougher because they haven't been able to effectively throw the ball. Gainesville's seen the same thing.
Yep.
Right? They know that.
Yep.
And Farmersville's going to try to run the ball, and Gainesville's going to be
ready,
pack in the middle, and they're going to be stunting and filling the gaps and be ready to stop it. So Farmersville's going to have to kind of mix things up a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. They've got to move the ball, and they got to put points on the board now.
See how the kickoff return goes here. They had a hard time in that 1st quarter with that wind blowing the ball a little bit further than they were expecting. So it's going to go deep to Draylen, who lets it go into the end zone and through for the touchback. So
after that 1st quarter, that may be a good call right there.
For sure. That will get you out to the 25-yard line doing it that way. So, So Farmersville will be starting or get their first possession of this second half, starting from their 25. Again, that wind is kicked up. You guys are going to be able to probably hear that on our microphones, but we are definitely feeling it up here on top of this.
It's getting a little bit chilly. We're in shorts and T-shirts up here.
We're not prepared for this. 3 receivers to the near side for the Farmers as Craddock goes in motion. That's a fake to Craddock, and Norman is not going to get to go anywhere. Referee blew the whistle before they were able to knock the ball out of his hand, but there were 3 defenders on Norman as soon as he pulled that from Craddock. So,
yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of red in the backfield because
Yep.
they're selling out to stop the run right here.
Yep. So that's a loss on first down to bring up 2nd and 13 for the Farmers. Craddock takes the ball from the Wildcat. Got a little bit of a hole there. Nice gain there on 2nd down, though. Gets it up past the 30-yard line. It's going to make it 3rd and a pretty manageable 4 yards.
About 11-yard gain right there. It was a good run.
Might see the same play right here. It looks like Craddock is going to line up in the backfield as the quarterback. Toll next to him. And, yeah, same play. And good result there for the Farmers. He gets the first down. So, again, they ran that play a couple of times in the first half and had some success. I know one Craddock broke for 35, 40 yards, called back by a penalty, and then some other times it wasn't as successful, but see if they can take advantage of.
Stick with that same set,
yeah, some
same
sort of,
play.
there's something there that they like going to that right side. And another nice game there from Craddock on the quarterback keeper. And so what's happened here too, he's lined up way off sides.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, there's a flag there. As Craddock takes the snap, runs into his own player at the line to gain, but that's going to
be it should be an offside, 5 yards.
Yeah,
and
be a
first down.
free first down anyway. So, but you know what's happened here? So we're running this play really quickly. If we made a substitution, then Gainesville gets to put somebody in. But there's a package out there right now that Farmersville likes what they see on the field, and they're not going to make the substitution to give Gainesville a chance to do that.
Running.
Yeah.
And they'll do it till they stop them.
Yeah, and they're running it really quickly. So they do change it up a little bit now with Norman going back in. Tall with him, but again, still no substitution of players. Fakes to Craddock. Norman keeps it around the right side. Picks up about 3.
Yeah, I thought that was an offsides again right there.
It was really close, yeah. We have a good viewpoint vantage point from where we're at.
We're right about on the line of scrimmage right now. Although a bit elevated.
Yeah. 2nd and 7. As Farmersville looks to the sideline to get their play. 3 receivers here to the near side. Harbin by himself on the other side. Toll takes the little RPO there. Nice handle. Nice job handling the ball by Norman.
AJ.
As he fakes it to Toll. Hits A.J. Blake sitting right there in the soft spot in that zone. And Blake gets the first down. Gets up a little slow. And they are going to, looks like, Blake's going to stay in for now.
Yeah, looks like he got a little bit of a tweak on a leg or something, but he seems to be okay.
Yeah, nice job there by Norman, though, of making the right read and then spinning that ball out there in that wind. So Toll, fake to him. Norman keeps it. Same play to the other side to Draylon Craddock. Picks up about 8 yards on first down. So same play, other side.
Yep. Good read on the RPO right there by Norman.
Yeah, another good read. This clock continues to run. These completions and running the ball. Gives to Craddock up the middle there, who is going to get really close to the Farmersville first down. That wind is really kicking up in this.
Our tent.
Yeah, our tent is.
I'm not sure our tent's going to make it.
I know. I'm not going to grab it if it takes off. That's for sure. So it'll be 3rd and a short 1 here for Farmersville. Toll in the backfield with Norman. Stacked block from the Leopards. Toll's got some room as he goes around that left side. Gives a stiff arm to the defender. Pick up an extra couple of yards, but that's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 1. So Farmersville with the new set of downs, 1st and 10 at the Leopard 20-yard line, and they finally found something they really like on offense, and this is exactly what we needed.
Yeah, their outside linebackers are pretty small, and so I think they're running at those guys and having some success. That's the guy that Toll kind of carried for a couple yards right there, taking advantage of that.
Give to Toll up the middle on that first down play. Short gain of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 9, just inside of the 20-yard line of the Leopards. Farmersville with 3 receivers to the far side. Pearson on the zone here on the near side. Gives to Toll. Toll dances around the first couple of defenders. picks up about 3 yards there. It's going to bring up 3rd and
6.
Yeah, a long 6, short 7.
Boy, he picks up tough yards, doesn't he?
Yeah.
those Zeke Elliott yards like we've talked about before.
I mean, you see somebody standing there in the hole, and somehow he just goes through them or around them and picks up the extra yard or 2.
Yep, good finisher.
So 4.5 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Farmersville's kind of rolling on offense right now. That's going to be a fake to Craddock. Norman keeps it, gets around the right side, down inside of the 5-yard line, spun down at about the 2, but nice job there by Caden Norman.
Yeah, good 1st and goal. Now they've got an opportunity to stick one in the end zone right here and get themselves back in the conversation.
So 1st and goal inside of the 5-yard line. Craddock and Tull both in the backfield with Norman. It's going to be a give to Tull. Dances around the first defender.
About the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a Leopard defender on the ground. So there'll be an official timeout as they come out and take a look at him. So, yeah, Farmersville did a really good job this possession. We had talked about they just had to get something going, and they were able to do that. And a lot of it's been the running game, but 2 little nice RPO passes, one to Blake and one to Craddock.
Yep, back to back.
Yeah, both for first downs. And Farmersville's been able to get the ball down the field. You know, and they haven't. They did go to the Wildcat with Craddock, and those were straight runs. But other than that, they've been able to do it with Tull, and they've been able to throw the ball a little bit. Norman's has some keepers. So this is what we kind of expected in the first half. Just weren't able to get it, just weren't able to execute it. But done a really good job here in the second half. And if you can get down here and score and then hold Gainesville, which our defense has been able to do, and then get the ball back with that wind in the fourth quarter, this could be a completely different game.
Key here, though, was 2nd and goal. You had 1st and goal
gotta score
right there. You got to put the ball in the end zone.
Yep. Completely agree there. So they're going to walk that young man off the field. He's walking off on his own power, holding his arm maybe, but looks like he's going to be okay. So the Farmers with 3 receivers to the far side. Pearson by himself here on the near side. Toll in the backfield with Norman. Oh, wow. So it's a give to Toll, and as soon as they handed the ball to him, he was met by the Leopard defender. And those offensive linemen are all kind of looking at each other. It's definitely a blown assignment. So a loss on the play is going to bring up 3rd and goal from about the 4-yard line. Yeah,
just inside the 5.
Blake goes in motion. Comes back across, hands the ball to Blake. Goes around that left side, looking to cut back, but
good pursuit by the Leopards right there. He didn't have a chance.
Leopard defense, yeah, you're right. They did a really good job of pursuing to the ball. So no gain there on 3rd down. Brings up 4th and goal from the 5-yard line.
They're going to go. Not going to try to kick it into the wind right here, even on a short field goal. They need a touchdown right here.
So new kind of formation here for the Farmers as Harbin comes in as like tight end. Oh, it was just a little trick play is all it was going to be. The ball hits the ground. Tull actually throws it into the end zone, and it's knocked down by the Leopard defenders. But tried a little trick play here. They brought Harbin in at tight end, and Norman went down to talk to him like he was going to give him some sort of,
and then he snapped it to Tull.
Yeah, and then they snapped it to Tull, but ball hits the ground, and then Farmers not able to execute the play, the little trick play there. So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Leopards from their own 5-yard line. So Farmers are able to get the ball all the way down there, but again, Mike, you're exactly right, just not able to punch it in.
Yeah, that's tough. 73-yard drive right there, and just stalled out right when they got to the goal line.
So Farmersville showing a little pressure of their own here. Caden O'Brien, the first defender there, but running back able to spin out of 2 different tackles before he's brought down by Pike, but that's not before he was able to gain about 20 yards on the play.
Yeah, gets them out of that hole. That's a big play for the Leopards.
Yeah, O'Brien was there. He just couldn't quite get into the ground as the running back was able to spin out of that tackle, and then found a little bit of green before Pike able to run him down from behind. 2 backs in the backfield. Stacked receiver set on the bottom of the screen. Another handoff to that second back through. Just kind of following that lead back, and yeah, they've kind of found something of their own on the ground here as they pick up another 8 yards on first down. Call it 7 yards. And another injured Leopard. Looks like one of the linemen there. Yeah, Mike, that's a tough. I mean, man, the offense looked really good getting down there, and then all of a sudden you just stall out at the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
And coming away with nothing there's, I mean, it's a 3-possession game, and you're getting close to the fourth quarter, and it's hard to get 3 possessions in 1 quarter.
Yep.
And
especially running the type of offense they're running.
Yeah.
You run the ball, you take time off the clock.
Right.
Gainesville does as well, so your possessions are going to be limited.
And the wind has affected our downfield throwing. We haven't really attempted anything down the field yet. You know, Harbin had some really nice catches last week against Bridgeport. Some really athletic grabs, but really haven't taken a shot tonight. And I know it's kind of difficult if you don't have the wind to your back. And see, I mean, you're pretty much going to have to try that here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah. You'll have to push it a bit more.
So 2nd and 4 for the Leopards. Farmersville again showing some pressure. And they are able to bring the running back down after no gain. So nice job there. It looks like Aaron Shoulders is in there on that tackle.
Yeah, force a third down, make a play.
That was Gerardo Reyes in there as well. So it'll be 3rd and 3. Farmersville showing pressure again. Right up the middle, Reyes comes. Quarterback, another little double move. He's able to get outside of the tackle box, and he's got the first down. And there's going to be a flag thrown against the Farmers.
It wasn't a real aggressive hit. I think he thought about it and pulled off, but he did get him enough. He got him enough well out of bounds that they're gonna get that flag every time.
So there were 5 penalties against Farmersville in the first half that you and I remembered that either negated a long run or a first down, or one where we held them on a 3rd down that would have created a punt. And so you add the 6th one in here, and I think that's the 3rd or 4th one that's been for 15 yards. And we talked in pregame about, the penalty situation we had with Bridgeport. And just kind of the untimeliness of them. And tonight it's not necessarily just the untimeliness, but some big penalties.
They're big ones.
Some 10 and 15-yard penalties, and that yardage will definitely add up on you if you continue to do it throughout the whole game.
Especially on those, and like I said, he wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't
being
malicious.
He just has to pull off of that and not make that contact.
Fakes the handoff to the back, keeps it around the left side. Eventually brought down by a group of Farmers there, including Oliver and Reyes.
Oh, we got another.
And another injury here as a helmet actually came off of this young man that seems to be in some considerable pain. He's holding his head. So that's not a great sign.
No, when your helmet comes off like that.
Those fields are a little softer than the old AstroTurf that we used to play on, but that's still ground under there, so that will hurt. So there's 54.5 seconds here remaining in this 3rd quarter.
He's up.
You got to think Gainesville wants to, they want to push it during that time so they don't have to turn this thing around in the 4th quarter, but
he's up and walking off just fine. Maybe just got his bell rung a little bit. Yeah, losing that helmet.
Yep.
So I'm sure they'll take a look at him, make sure he's all right.
All right, so they're going to start the clock here. 2nd and 3rd down play coming from the Farmersville 30-yard line. Another fake to the running back. Quarterback keeps it up the middle. eventually ridden down by Draylon Craddock, but not before he's able to get another Leopard first down.
Yeah, they're really having some success with that quarterback keeper play, running him, in different ways.
He's super athletic too.
Yeah.
We've seen a couple of different little escape plays tonight from him.
He's not big. I think Cersei is his last name. He's not big, but he's certainly very quick, and he's made some big plays in this half already, and he did some in the first half as well.
First time we've seen Gainesville actually huddle up like that tonight. It's going to be less than 10 seconds to play in this third quarter by the time they snap this ball. Farmersville showing some pressure, and the running back able to get around it. Finally brought down, but not before he's able to get another first down for the Leopards. Kevin Oliver and Colton Harbin on the tackle for the Farmers, but that's going to be the last play of the third quarter.
Yeah, we're going to flip it.
Yeah, and the only scoring that quarter was by Gainesville, as they were able to extend their lead to 17-0. You and I talked about both teams really bringing all of that pressure, and we've seen a lot of that from the Farmers this second half. And that's what happens. You kind of expose yourself to where if you don't get your hands on that ball carrier and they get past that first line of defense, then you can open up some big runs.
Sure.
That's exactly what happened right there. As Farmersville was bringing two different guys, trying to create some pressure. So we're going to flip-flop the field now. Farmersville will have the wind to their back, but they're going to be chasing some points, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Gainesville's got a first down. I think they're going to be 1st and 10 from about the 12-yard line, so a chance to make another first down coming into the end zone. If they can get it down in there. So puts Farmersville in a tough spot. They got to make a big stop right here to have a chance in this thing.
So the Farmers will run their defense onto the field, get ready to start this fourth quarter. One back in the backfield.
Showing pressure again.
Yep, quick little screen to the receiver, able to get around that first Farmersville defender, but eventually brought down by Pike, and looks like that was Smith in there as well.
Yeah, it's tough. Farmersville kind of read that, came up to make the play, just not able to make that initial tackle, which had been a tackle for a loss. Able to pick up a couple of yards.
So gain of about 3 there. Brings up 2nd and 7. Leopards spread it out a little bit with just one back in the backfield. Runner goes in motion. Little jet screen to him. Brought down by Dante Pearson.
Pearson makes a good tackle from the end right there.
So, no gain on the play there. Brings up 3rd and 7. So, really nice job there. Looks like Caden O'Brien is back in the game. He was out there for a little bit. Might have been getting checked on by that Farmersville training staff, but he's back in the game. Big difference between holding them to a field goal here and making it a 20-point game or a 24-point game.
Sir.
3 receivers to this near side. Quarterback's going to have his running back move around a little bit. Farmersville bringing pressure up the middle. And that was knocked down.
Knocked down. Yeah. Great play.
Good play there by Pike.
Well, we'll see what he can do now. Yeah, he's going to get a chance to kick it into the wind, but it's certainly in range. This is going to be a
I don't think it's
27-yard field goal.
Definitely not going to. I don't think like you say, leg strength's not a
26-yard field goal.
An issue with this young man. It's just going to be, is he going to be able to keep that wind out of his head as he's lining up to kick it in the right direction? And
looks good.
Looks like he made it. Yeah, made it by a lot. So the field goal for the Leopards makes it a 20-0 game for the Farmers. Still a 3-possession game, but you've got to score, and you've got to score quick. And that's been part of the problem for Farmersville. I would expect you're going to see them kind of open it up here a little bit, try to get some big plays, get some of these yardage that you need in chunks. But
yeah, those long 5-minute drives aren't going to cut it now. You don't have time to do it. You gotta score quicker. Yeah, big missed opportunity that last drive right there, getting the ball down.
Yep.
Drove all the way down the field, get it to the 2-yard line, and not able to capitalize on that. Those are the ones that come back and get you.
Yep, I agree. So the Farmers run their kickoff return team out there. I saw Coach Walker doing a little extra coaching before he sent them out there.
Well, good opportunity with them kicking into the wind. They should have a chance. They may try a pooch kick or something like that like they did before. So need to be ready for that. But
little
have a chance to get some good field position.
Little pooch kick they tried there in that first half was pretty close to being a live ball that they were able to get on top of because that wind just blew it back. Yep. So they go with the pooch again.
Same place on the field. Toll steps out of bounds as he catches it.
Yep. Toll catches it at about the 32-yard line, which is where the Farmers will take over. Here with 10.5 minutes to play in the game. And again, gotta have points and a bunch of them in a short amount of time. So. And it's getting a little cooler.
Yeah.
Definitely getting cooler up here.
I thought about wearing a sweatshirt tonight. I thought, nah. I'm wishing I would.
Make sure you remind me next week. 4 receiver set for the Farmers. Toll in the backfield with Norman. It's a fake to Toll. RPO. Goes out to A.J. Blake. Makes the catch. Gets up to the 40-yard line.
Good gain there.
Yeah, gain of 8 on first down. Another nice job by Norman of making the right reads, getting the ball into his receiver's hands. So Pearson, the lone receiver on the far side, 3 receivers to this side of the field. Toll in the backfield. It's a fake to Toll. Oh, and they had something here, just couldn't get the ball out to Craddock.
Yeah, had a chance. A lot of pressure in his face right there.
Yep. Yeah, they're Blake and Harbin had kind of cleared out this zone over here where Craddock had a lot of green in front of him. Just couldn't quite connect on the throw. Bring up 3rd and 2. Gives to Toll, and gosh, he is just tackled immediately. As soon as they hand the ball to him, he's already got a defender on him. And then now there's a player down for the Leopards. Had a couple of injuries for these Leopards tonight. That Leopard training staff looks like a cramp maybe? Are they stretching him out?
Can't tell.
Kind of a cool night to be cramping up. So that gives Farmersville a little extra time to think about this 4th down play here. I mean, obviously you have to go for it. And if you don't make it, then you're giving the Leopards great field position. May go back to the little run pass option that you've completed 3 times in a row.
Yep, and they've been able to get, 6-8 yards a pop when they do that.
Yep. Yeah, even when the receivers
right now.
Yeah, even when that receiver's tackled immediately, he's still far enough down the field where it would get the yardage required on this particular play for a first down. But let's see if that's what they decide to do. So yeah, it looked like it might have been a cramp there for the Leopard defenders. He walks off the field. All right. So they're going to start the play clock and the game clock. Norman gets ready to take the snap. Toll behind him. Oh, nice little route there by Draylen Craddock. runs a little post, gets behind this DB, and first down there. Nice pass and catch there for the Farmers on a very important 4th down.
Yep, good call, good connection.
Yep. So new set of downs there from the from the Maroon 45. Gives to Toll, going around the left side, who just continues to just carry people with him for 11 yards and gets another Farmersville first down.
Toll and about 5 Leopards across the first down marker right there.
He's just giving free piggyback rides tonight. So 1st and 10 for the Farmers from the Leopard 44-yard line. So get their play called in. And there's this long shot that we had talked about them needing to take. Go to Harbin. Just not able to connect on it as Harbin had some single coverage there.
Yeah, good job in coverage for sure. We had him over the top and some safety help inside.
Yep. So 2nd and 10 upcoming. Two receivers to both sides for Norman. Toll in the backfield with him. Gives to Toll. And that's rare. One tackler that time. But
Oh, yep, Toll staying down.
No, that's not good. He's picked up 5 there on the 2nd down play, but I hate to speculate, it looks like he's grabbing that knee. Maybe it's a cramp too. I don't know.
Could be something on that right leg, it looks like.
You know what? He's testing stabilization on it, what he was doing.
Yeah.
So let's see. Maybe he just tweaked it a little bit. He's going to need a little bit of help coming off the field. But if he can't come back in, that's a big loss for the Farmers.
Both sides of the ball.
Yes, for sure. So 8:47 to play in the game. Farmersville again moving the ball, which they were able to do the first time they had the ball the second half. They just weren't able to get down there and punch it in, but they are moving the ball as they've gone over past the Leopard 40-yard line. But the play clock is running, and we got to get up there and get going.
Yeah. Craddock in the backfield.
Craddock cuts right up the middle. He's got some room.
Good cut.
Cuts back to the left side. Continues to run as hard as he can down to the 5-yard line there. So nice cut there by Draylon Craddock. Gain of about 36 on the play as they're going to line up.
They're not slowing down.
Yeah, with Craddock in the backfield, or taking the snap again, going around the right side.
Stick it in to the end zone.
Gets behind the Aaron Shorter's block, and that is Farmersville's first touchdown of the night on a nice run there by Draylon Craddock.
Yeah, and I like that drive, like we talked about, them needing to score and score quick, and they did a good job there. A couple of minutes off the clock. They ran the ball quickly. They took a shot down the field, weren't able to make the connection on the pass, but they were able to do it in the run game with a couple of big plays and that run by Craddock, and then being able to put it in the end zone. So really good drive. Exactly what they needed right there. We got movement.
Yeah, so there's a little confusion there because, Toll is out now.
Yep.
And so you've got to replace him on some of these specials. And that was actually against the Leopards who came across.
Yeah.
But it looks like Farmersville was able to get set for the attempt by Madrid. Good snap, good hold. And it's good.
18 for 18.
Yeah, good job there. So good job there by that Farmersville offense of answering the bell. They had to go down there and you had to put some points on the board, and they were able to do that. Now it's going to come down to, can this defense get that ball back for them?
Yeah, they're going to have to get it back quick because Gainesville, they've run the ball a lot tonight as it is, but now wanting, with a couple of scores ahead, they're going to be trying to run out the clock a bit. So
and we've only forced one punt tonight. Yeah. We did get a turnover. A turnover would be ideal, right? I mean, we've had a strip sack there by O'Brien that in the first half, but We've only forced one punt tonight, so it'd be really nice to hold them and force them to punt into this wind and see if Farmersville can't get the ball back. Some time left and
A little 3 and out.
yeah, it'd be great.
Take a page out of their playbook and get them pinned back inside the 10 right here on this kickoff. Be nice.
Trying to see if they're still working on Toll over there on the, but I don't see him on the trainer's table or anything. He might be sitting down though. From this angle, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. See, there's a couple sitting down over there. I can't tell who they are.
Yeah.
Old man eyes. Gonna move out to the right hash here.
Yep.
Possible onside kick.
Yeah,
Gainesville certainly lined up expecting that
Well,
possibility.
So Gainesville's got their hands team in right here, right? But if you do decide to pooch one over them, that's going to be a live ball you can go
They've
get
got
on.
nobody deep.
Nope. They do go with, oh, wow, what a catch. So it was kind of, it's hard to call that a line, I mean, an official onside attempt. It was more of just a low line drive, seeing if you can't get it through there, but one of those Leopard defenders able to make a diving catch and kind of a risky move there because if you don't bring that in, that's a live ball.
If that comes off his chest back at Farmersville, that's a turnover that they're looking for, and that's it was a good shot, good kick. Gainesville just made a good play on it.
Yep. So one back in the backfield. 4 receivers. Goes in motion. Quarterback keeper the whole way. Looking for a little room around that right side. Goes down after a gain of 1.
Yeah, they are looking to run out the clock. I expect to see a lot of him running the ball, hanging on to it,
but
giving them an opportunity.
Sure seemed like he had a lot more room.
Yeah, he did. He's avoiding the hit, avoiding the turnover, and just getting down. So that gives them an opportunity if they're going to play conservative like that.
That's why I was
saying. You got a shot at a 3 and out.
2nd and 9 here from just 1 yard away from that 50-yard line. The Farmersville 49. Runner goes in motion. Hands. Oh, that's going to be a false start. So that'll back up the Leopards. 5 yards, make it 2nd and 14. Leopard coaching staff bringing the quarterback over to give him a little bit last-second instruction here as they're going to run this play clock down as far as they can before they actually snap the ball. Inside of 5 seconds on the play clock when they do snap it. So, nice pressure there from the Farmers. Quarterback able to spin out of it, throws it down the middle, and makes the completion all the way down to the Farmersville 35-yard line.
Good job by the receiver there, seeing his quarterback in trouble and working back to the ball.
He's got a pretty strong arm to be able to make that throw on the move into the wind.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, man. So a new set of downs there for the Leopards. 1st and 10 from the Farmersville 36-yard line as the clock continues to run. Gives to the first running back through. Eventually wrestled down by Andrew Pike, but not before he's able to gain about 9 yards there. So
yeah, he's going to be close.
Set up a 2nd and very short.
Be able to get it down under 6 minutes here before they snap the ball in this 2nd down play. And
so 2nd and 1 play forthcoming here. Farmersville showing some pressure as they come right up the middle. Nice job. Oh, that should be. That's going to be an illegal block or holding. Yeah. Connor
back.
Kelly came up looking for the flag, and the ref pointed at it and said it's right there. So that should be from the spot of the foul. So that's a.
It's going to bring up where that is, maybe 2nd and 20 almost, right?
Yeah, so illegal block in the back from the, should be from the spot.
About the 37, so they're going to go back.
Hang on, they didn't mark the
They
ball.
didn't hit, no, that's where the penalty occurred. You got to mark the penalty.
Yeah, that's what they've got to mark the penalty back because that's where
it occurred, yes.
So they just, I don't understand what they just did. They should be marking. That's what the Farmersville coaching staff is still telling
They
him.
should be throwing a fit.
Yes. Like they should have marked that back from where the penalty occurred. Yeah, well, they
marked it from the
officiate,
line.
yeah.
They marked it 10 yards from the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they got that wrong. So Farmersville again showing pressure up the middle as they are able to bust through. A little bit of a screen set up there. Another flag on the play. I think that's going to be another illegal block as you got 2 farmers that are down.
Yeah. Is that Connor Kelly? Is that Kelly?
Yeah.
Not sure who the second farmer is there.
Might be Dante Pearson. Yeah, it is.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
I think Kelly's up. That's good news.
So it sure seemed like there was some sort of an illegal block there. If 2 guys go down at the same time in the same spot, and it's one of those tunnel screens. It's an illegal man downfield is what they're going to call it, but one of those tunnel screens where you release and you've got all those guys moving in one direction, and it's pretty easy to crack back on someone, which you're not able to do anymore. So Connor Kelly is going to go off the field. They're looking at Pearson as well. You know, and this is, gosh, the second or third time tonight, Mike, that we've had these kind of weird series of penalties and plays, and the worst part about it is that every one of them takes quite a bit of time.
Yep.
You know, and it just because the more plays that they continue to run, the more that clock runs, and so it definitely doesn't play in Farmersville's favor by any means. Pearson looks like he's up and trying to walk off on his own power.
He's limping, but he's certainly up on his own, which is good.
They're going to attend to there's a Leopard player down as well who they just pulled up. Kind of the same thing as Pearson, just kind of limp over to his sideline.
Well, after all that, we're going to be at about 2nd and 16.
That's what it looks like from where we're at.
And like you said, we keep getting these penalties, and it's still 2nd down, and we're down to nearly 5 minutes.
Right.
It's just eating up the clock, and that's not in Farmersville's favor at this point.
Yeah, and they just started the game clock as well, too, because they haven't thrown an incompletion. And so they're going to just take their casual time getting ready.
Sure. We're going to run this thing down.
Sure.
We're under 5 minutes now.
It was 8.5 minutes to go whenever they started this possession. Oh, a little bit of some little trickeration here.
Chance for a turnover.
Farmersville got it.
I think
Farmersville got it. That is a crazy play call to me. Oh, man, they're going to say he got back on top of it. But
well, they had an opportunity. I don't know why you do that and risk the turnover. That's silly.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense to me.
No, me either.
So it's,
me either.
I guess they're just trying, man, I don't know. They just, think that Farmersville's going to expect them to power it up the middle and you're going to try to get to the outside maybe, but I don't know. So that brings up 3rd and 22.
Well, that was the shot.
That was the chance.
Was the shot they needed to get the ball right there.
Absolutely.
They're going to have to do something like that to have a shot to get back in this thing.
So 3rd and 22 here for the Farmers, for the Leopards from the Farmers' 48-yard line. So they continue to move their receivers around. Farmersville with some pressure up the middle. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication with that back.
Dropped it back deep.
Yeah, eventually brought down there by Christian Robin.
You might see a Farmer timeout right here.
Yep, you will. As Farmersville just took their first time out of this second half. So it's going to bring up 4th down and about 28 or 29, and we'll see how well they're able to punt that ball into this wind, because if you remember that punt in the first half with the wind was about a 70-yarder because it hit the ground and then
scooted.
Took off about another 25 yards. So Yeah, so Farmers is going to have to put the ball in the air pretty quick and
Score fast.
Do their best to score fast and try to get the ball back.
Onside kick.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Colton Harbin looks like he's going to go back. Yeah, he's going to go back and take the punt. I'm not sure what the ref is, what they're discussing there. Looking at the scoreboard for something. I think he's wanting them to reset it to a 40-second play clock, but it doesn't matter because
they put 4 seconds back on the game on the game clock.
I was going to say it didn't. Okay. Let's see if Farmersville is going to try to put together some sort of a return or something here. Definitely wouldn't want to go after the punt and rough the kicker.
Yep, that's going to back them up another 5.
Yep.
Little movement on the right end over there.
Yep. So false start against the Leopards. So earlier in the game we saw a 2nd and 48, Mike. Now we've got a 4th and 29 or more.
Yeah. I think that's a 4th and 30.
Yeah. There's the snap. Kick is away. Pretty good kick against that wind. Harbin calls for the fair catch and makes it at about the 29-yard line, where Farmersville will take over with 3.5 minutes to play in the game, down by 2 scores. Do have the wind behind you. Farmersville starts with Draylen at quarterback in the Wildcat formation. Gain of about 1 on first down.
Have to move it quick.
Yeah, there's a farmer down. That might be Draylen. No, it's not Draylen. I see him number 4 out there. That's one of their linemen there. So gain of 1 on first. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
See, I'm trying to see what numbers I can see over there.
Maybe
Tayshawn?
Yeah, I was going to say maybe Tayshawn. That number 51. Yeah, that's what
it was Tayshawn Davis.
He just got up. He has to set out one play, though.
He looks good.
He went straight to the huddle like he's ready to play.
He wanted to go back in. They're going to make him come off for a play.
So 2nd and 9 again for the Farmers, as they're going to send 3 receivers here to this near side. Shorter's in the backfield with Norman. Norman rolls out to his right, looking to throw deep. Just bounces it into Craddock. A little bit of pressure on Norman, had him on the move and not able to set his feet and get that ball all the way down to Craddock.
Yeah, so it's about a 25-yard throw in the air on the run is tough, but
when you're a lefty running to your right, so it should be 3rd down, but the yard marker, that yard marker's been off all night long. It should be 3rd and 9. It's the 2nd. Shorters gets the ball for him, Norman, and he's dropped for for no gain. Actually a loss of 1, so now it's going to be 4th and 10. Just under 3 minutes to go in the game. Kind of a surprising play call there, Mike.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for that.
Maybe that's why you run it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Fourth down,
Looking to his right. Goes to, in and out of the hands of Craddock. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So Farmersville with 2 timeouts and the Leopards taking over 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, Leopards have done a good job
Yeah.
of kind of bleeding the clock out, even when they don't get a lot of yards. Just keeping the ball inbounds, keeping the ball on the ground,
Yep.
running the clock. Yeah, it's going to be tough for Farmers. They're not going to be able to stop the clock, but 2 more times. Needing 2 scores. It's a tall task.
Almost mathematically impossible, but not quite, because we could get a turnover.
We almost saw one.
Yep, he's just going to do exactly what you said, where he's just going to run around.
You're going to get down.
Take a little time off the clock.
Let the clock keep running.
So Farmersville will take its second timeout here. Be a loss of about, look like 4 or 5 there, yeah.
No concern at all on their part right now.
They're not trying to get
gaining
positive
yards.
yardage.
All they're trying to do is run the clock out.
Yep. And Farmersville will have 1 timeout left after this break here. And then at that point, it's just a matter of if you do force the punt and you get it back with, gosh, you're going to have about a little less than a minute. I mean, it's just be really difficult.
So you start making plays. Next Friday night, Gainesville will be traveling to Richmond, playing for Farmersville Stadium.
So the Leopards will line up to run their 2nd and 15 play here with 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the game. Farmers continuing to show pressure right up the middle. They bring it right up the middle again. Quarterback able to sidestep most of it. Eventually goes down in the middle of the field. Farmersville, and they're ripping for the ball, not able to bring it down, or not able to bring the ball out or to bring him down. So Farmersville is going to use their last timeout.
Yep. If they're down, they're going to be able to run 1 more play and then milk it down to almost a minute.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
yep.
looking pretty bleak.
Yeah, again, it's not impossible. It's very unlikely.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there is a chance.
My wife would appreciate that Dumb and Dumber reference right there.
All right. Farmersville's going to come back out for this 3rd and 11 play. A lot of guys by the line of scrimmage. Toss sweep out to the running back to the right side. Cuts it back. Eventually brought down by Caden O'Brien at about the 26-yard line, but the clock is rolling now, so. Why did they move it over to a 40-second play clock? Shouldn't it be 25?
On a run.
Yeah, they moved it to that's what happens when you play at home, huh? Three receivers to the near side for the Leopards. 1 back in the backfield. Another toss sweep. And Jalen Craddock there immediately, almost before the ball. So turnover on downs goes to the Farmers.
That's a risky play.
Very risky.
They did it twice in a row.
Yep.
You know, and after that, the last series where they tried that reverse play.
So 1 minute and 18 to play. Farmers have no timeouts, but do get the ball back. Strong wind behind them. Farmersville takes the field. See,
Got to do something quick.
Yep, and imagine we're going to see Harbin going deep here. Maybe clearing it out for Draylen or someone to cut across the middle.
Yep, Toll's still out of the game.
Yep, go out to the quick flats to A.J. Blake. Smart move by Blake. Get the ball out of bounds at about the 50-yard line there. So
17-yard pickup. Good play right there.
Nice gain on first down. Minute and 10 seconds to play. Norman looks to his left. Goes off the fingertips of Blake, who was thinking about running before he had it. So 2nd and 10 for the Farmers from right at the midfield stripe. 4 receivers, 3 to the far side. Harbin down here with single coverage. You got to think that looks pretty enticing. Rolls out to the left. Norman throws one down the middle. Well, that should be a flag, and it will be.
Yeah, I was just about to say they had some success early in the season hitting that seam route.
Yep.
And we haven't seen that thrown recently, and not this game. That's the first time we've seen it tonight. And press it down the field right there. Had an opportunity at a play and draw the pass interference.
Yep. So 15 yards. Moves it up to the 35-yard line.
It's when you wish you were in the NFL, getting it down as a spot foul.
Yeah, exactly. Four receivers for Norman. Rolls out to his right. Was a little bit behind Craddock. So to bring up 2nd and 10 with 53.7 seconds to play in the game. Farmersville will definitely be keeping the ball in the air, you would assume. Blake goes in motion. Low snap from Norman. That's
a killer.
Yep. There it goes.
Now the clock's running.
Yeah, that's a waste of about 15 or 20 seconds that you don't have to give up. Looks to the left side. Off of the back shoulder.
A little bit behind him.
Off of his back shoulder there. So now it's going to be, and that's what happens on that one wasted play too, is now it's 4th down.
How's your last shot? Got to get, got to pick up about 15 yards right here, 14 yards.
Norman rolls out to his
get
right.
Another play.
And Harbin loses his footing coming out of that break. Not able to pull that one in, and unfortunately, Farmer fans, that's going to be the game. So turnover on downs for the Leopards are going to run in and.
Yeah, no timeouts left. Yeah. They're gonna down a play, and that'll be it.
Yep, they're gonna run one more play, and that'll be it for the game. So, yeah, Mike, that the inability to score there in that first half when you had the ball down there, that long drive they went on and then turned it over on downs inside of the 5. That definitely is something that kind of pops back out. Is something that hurts you this game. But gosh, the penalties. The penalties have, and that's the second game in a row. It's just they not only untimely penalties, but tonight there were 3 that you and I could remember that were 15 yards, and I know that there were 3 holding penalties. 2 of them negated long gains,
long plays. Yeah.
Yep. And so, unfortunately, Farmer fans, the Farmers are going to move to 0-2 in district play after
Gainesville moves to
after another
2-1 in district play.
Another game that Farmersville's going to look back on and really just kind of regret not being able to take advantage of it because they matched up well and had a chance to come in here and win this.
Yeah,
But
they've got to feel like they had an opportunity
Yep.
tonight and just didn't take advantage when they needed to.
Yep.
Made some mistakes that cost them, and that's kind of been the way it's gone.
we appreciate you guys for joining us tonight and not fighting Highway 82 all the way over here like Mike and I did. So we're going to see if we can beat this cold front home. And we will bring you on next week's game. I think it is from Farmersville next week, next Friday at 7:30. But thanks again for joining us on the FHS AV station. Make sure that if you haven't subscribed yet, you go ahead and subscribe so you'll get notifications of all these games. And we'll see you guys next week. Go Farmers.